My name is Yusuf and I watched the entire Absolutely Understand Guitar course, so you don't have to. Here are the takeaways from lesson 1. Scott starts with a statistic that I don't know where he got it from, but he says 74 out of 75 players quit before the age of 25. And he says the only thing that will keep you going is to satisfy yourself through playing guitar. And the way to satisfy yourself is to be able to recognize and learn songs by ear, because I guess in the 90s there were no tabs or no way you could learn any song you liked except by ear. So I think it still stands. Still, playing by ear and learning songs by ear is pretty cool and pretty exciting. I'm still not 100% able to do it yet, but when I do it. And the second thing is to know what you're doing, which is basically learn music theory. And he says it's more exciting than you think, and it's not a bunch of rules that you have to follow, just more of observations that you're being let in on. And this is one of the biggest analogies that will carry throughout the entire course. Music is a language, and it's a simple language. There's so much fewer rules than there is in an actual language. And the guitar is only the way that you communicate throughout this language. So think of it, the guitar as your tongue or your vocal cords. The music is not in the guitar, the music is within you, and the guitar is the only way you just get it out in the world. And he gives this great analogy: the guitar is like the typewriter, and if you don't know the language, if you don't know how to write, you don't know how to read, how to think in the language, you can't basically use a typewriter. But if you flip it, if you already know the language, figuring out how to use a typewriter is pretty easy. And now this is an exciting part. What makes a real musician and a fake musician? And it comes down to two things. The first one, which does make a lot of sense, and I am guilty of this as well, is a real musician plays full songs, not just the cool parts, not just the cool riffs. They know how to play a song from start to finish, and they can do it multiple times. Because a real musician on stage, they play there for an hour and a half, multiple times. It's not just the cool parts, they play rhythm, they play the entire song. They know the entire song. And in order to be able to do that as a beginner guitarist, as someone who's starting out on the guitar, is to do doable material. So don't go choose fucking Neon by John Mayer, just pick something that you can actually do and you can play the entire time. And the doable material part doesn't mean you won't learn cool songs, because Scott keeps saying this, that rock and roll and like pop music is pretty easy. He he trashes Jimi Hendrix and says, 20 people in your city who plays better than Jimi Hendrix, because jazz music and classical guitar and jazz guitar is like way harder than rock and roll, and which I guess kind of, I don't know if Jimi Hendrix is, there are 20 people around me who are better than Jimi Hendrix. If that's actually true, that makes me happy. If he's not as impossible to achieve as you think he is, that makes me happy. I wouldn't hate that at all. The second thing that makes a real musician is that you constantly evaluate yourself and work on your weaknesses. See where you are lacking, whether it's rhythm, whether it's knowledge, whether it's theory, and identify that and work on it and become better at it. And the only way, and he makes such a big deal with it, like you have to get like a videotape recorder and record yourself, but now we have phones, so just record yourself while you play, listen back, hear what's missing, hear where you messed up, and work on that part. Don't just play the parts that you know how to do. And that brings us to the final part of the lesson, which is how would I evaluate myself if I'm an idiot who just picked up a guitar for the first time ever? And he gives us the answer to that question. According to Scott, there are 6 main areas of music. Each one of those areas have a question that you can ask yourself when you watch yourself. And if the answer is yes, you're good at that part. If the answer is no, you have something to work on. First area is pitch, which is, did I play the right notes? Rhythm, did I keep the beat? Was I off beat? Was I on beat? Did I play in time? Timbre, which is basically the quality of the sound. How did I sound? Did I sound like a song I'm intending to play? Dynamics, did I play the loud parts loud and the quiet parts quietly, or did I play all the same, just static, monotonous, just... Fifth thing is technique. And the question is, did I cooperate with the machine? Which, are you using proper technique, basically? And the sixth thing, which doesn't really apply to a song-by-song basis, which is notation. He puts a little bit of emphasis on reading. It won't be a big part of this course, because if you want to play pop and rock and roll, you don't have to read standard notation, but at least chord charts, you have to be able to do that. And that's it. You have watched the first hour of Absolutely Understand Guitar course. Now watch the second part.